Okay, terrific. Welcome everybody here to Opportunity Launch and Training. Once again, glad to be able to share with you what we want to discuss here today in regards to conference calls and what's called sizzle lines and, what I call voice recordings and marketing. So I want to give you some tips and tools that can help you, again, generate leads in a unique way that you at least know you've had someone that's listened to the information. How many times have you sent information to someone or had someone contact you and you can pretty much tell by the questions that they're asking that they have not reviewed any of the information whatsoever. When they say, oh yeah, briefly I looked at it, then they're answering the most basic questions that you know were clearly on that, or they just weren't paying attention and multitasking during the conference call or whatever it is. So this is going to be a technique and a tool that's going to help you to, again, weed out the people who really aren't serious and aren't really even curious enough to really investigate the information. And that is when you're marketing the conference call or the webinar or presentation. What I want to do is have you understand a principle. Never give anyone information until you get some information. Never just give information out about where to go, where to get information about your opportunity, unless you have some type of information or way to follow up with the people that you're giving information to. And so, a lot of times when people are going out in their marketing information, they're putting everything out there for the person to go do their due diligence, and they have absolutely no way of tracking or knowing if the person even who's responded. They have absolutely no type of follow-up. And what that does is that allows a lot of people who've done some fantastic marketing for other people without even realizing it and knowing it. And I receive that type of traffic all the time. And as we normally like to do, we just like to go out and just find an example of what not to do if you're doing it, to show you why it is definitely, affecting your results. Um, so I'm, let's see, we're in the month of June here, so I'm just going to look for pre-launch MLM in June 2015. We're just looking for some company with some information here. Okay, so we have a pre-global launch here. All right, so we're going to do our best here to see what we can find. I'm going to slide here. Let's see if there's anything I can see that stands out from the video. And don't see like I have a number there, but, and show more, see if they have any information here. Okay, so view share. So we have a pre-marketing deal. This person has given me this particular website to go to, and I know this is definitely the year I need to start learning bilingual, because I keep pulling up bilingual sites lately for pre-launches and so forth. So that is going to be a difficult one for me to understand, but he's marketing in English, so it's interesting. All right, we'll go back to All Reliable of Pros. I know we were here the other day. So We're going to pick a different company here, I think, than what we had last time. And I'm just going to put out here and just search for conference call specifically, just so I can see where someone is promoting the company's conference call. Let's see. Word LaBelle's not a good one. Slim Life. Let's see when their conference calls are. This company's having a conference call. All right. 14. Here we go. Conference call. Nope, that's Amazon. Conference call available. During an hour conference call. Diet pills. And I'm going to try to put in the number 1 and that, which may indicate that we do have an actual number with that conference call, Lori. For 1 year. I'm going to do a conference call. See, a lot of times people put them on Craigslist. Where they can go and expect you to call that number and call back. Let's see here. So find any for that particular company. Oops. That may be a less familiar word. Okay, here's one. I don't know if it's probably not going to still be active. And that's mainly the corporate conference call, except they're doing it on Facebook. Let's see if that has it here. We'll use it for an example, even if we can't find it here. And it's okay. So what you have here is a group session. A lot of times, if you're running a Facebook group, most people will, post a conference call for all of the different prospects or people that they have that are in that group. See how many people. See, we have how many people are in this group. So we got about 11,000 people or so forth in this particular group. So most likely potentially being run by the company. So normally the company would, with no problem, do that, post the conference calls and so forth and when they are, and then, so all that these people can stay plugged in to the particular calls. But when you get the conference call number, if you're doing it from a marketing perspective, meaning that you're not in True Vision Health, but you want to go out and you want to begin to get leads from people who are searching for this particular opportunity because maybe you're seeing it going viral or something like that, then what you want to do is you want to market your own number, and either you can record it, record the conference call. Sometimes the company will, you can ask somebody when you're prospecting, having someone prospect you, to say, hey, do you have a recorded, conference call that I can hear? Do they record the call so that I can hear it? So you get a recording of the conference call, and you can record that with other online tools or even with your microphone up to that. But you're going to put that recording on your own particular type of number. And one of those particular numbers and free services that I want to share with you is called Simple VoiceBox. SimpleVoiceBox.com You don't need to buy the toll free. You don't need to buy the private number for a month unless you're just running some type of business. But what you can do is get a dial-in number with unlimited use, and this is just what it is. It's a simple voice box, and so when you just click on that and register, very simple, just your name. But one key thing that it does as well is it allows you to have a certain type. You can have either a playback only, so that means when someone calls the number, all it does is just play a recording, and then that's it, it's done. You can also have it if at the end, if it's a message that says leave your name and number or so forth like that, then you can go and have it to be a playback um, and a recording. So when somebody calls and listens to the message that you have there, that's what playback is. After they listen to that, you can have them record or leave a message or not. Whichever one you choose, you're also able to have a choice of where you want your emails. Do you want the emails to come to you? Do you want them to send daily? So when someone calls the number, whether it's playback and record or not, you're going to get an email of their phone number, of the number that called. And you're going to get a total activity statement, if you choose, of all the numbers that called on that particular day. And again, this is free. So now when you go out and you're marketing, this is the number that you call, and it'll have like an extension like you normally do for a conference call. So it'll look like a conference call type of number because you tell them to dial this number, and then they hit a code or whatever. So when they dial the phone number 641 or so forth, and then they hold the extension, then that's where you're going to be able to have an email sent to you, and I just put an example email that you want. But they're going to record. Um, you can record your name, that's a voicemail, or any other type of greeting. And the great thing about these services is that you can also um, upload a recording with a WAV file. So you can actually have a greeting input, and we'll talk about that at the end. So once you get those instructions and so forth, then you have this at the top of this page, and just click on your account details. You can change all that. If you want to listen to your messages that go to your iPhone or iTunes account, you can set that up as well. But if you click on messages, this is what it looks like if you log into your particular voicemail center and you're able to see the type of message, whether it's a voicemail playback, and the date, how long that message was. So it's going to keep a record for you in the history of these numbers, and this is free for life. There's no trial or anything like that. They've already been around, over 8 years when I found them. So that's VoiceBox. Now this one is Voice Center. Say that you want one of those services where you have you and 3 team members, and you want to set up your voicemail to sound more like a business. Press go, for extension 10 for Mark, press 101. For Mary, press 102. And you want to make it sound like a company type of voicemail box, to where people dial into a number and then they're directed to different extensions. You can have that service for free also, right here with these simple Voice Center. So the difference between a voice box, it's just one particular, playback and either recording number that you want to use. But a Voice Center is where you can actually have several, extensions that a person can leave messages for different people on your team. So one for sales, 2 for technical support, so forth. And you can set up those extension numbers, but it's still just the very same simple process, filling out a form, and then you're going to get your instructions on how to do that if you want to, create a new one and have more extensions. If you want to list all the voice boxes, listen to all the messages and all the voice boxes. So this one gives you a little more control as well, but you have again the playback or playback with a recording. So maybe you want to set up we used to have one where we would have a person have instructions to go through and dial different extensions. They would hear like a first 5 minute type of sizzle call. So, and a sizzle call is a very, very short, informational, quick to the point overview. You know, right now, many of you are listening to this call on your cellular phone. Let me ask you, how much money are you making for your cellular phone? Do you have a circle of friends that you're getting a discount because you referred them to the same cellular phone service? Well, how would you like to make money? So, with the money that you're holding in the palm of your hand, whatever, a little sizzle call. If you would like to learn more about this information, hit *6, hit 105, and then that person now from that sizzle call goes and listens to another extension. If you would like to, know more about this exciting pay plan or how we make money with our phones, so you can use this system to do that, to guide people to listening to information. You can set this information up for training. When you bring on a new person on your team, you can create a voice center of where they need to go to listen to certain messages to take them step by step through training. All right, these messages don't have any length. They could be as long as you want. So you could actually record and upload trainings from previous calls and have them go through and listen to that information all right through their phone and their presentation. Now with a sizzle call or voice center or whatever that you have, again, when people are dialing into this number, this is for the purpose of tracking, because every time a phone number rings these numbers, you are getting information. It's going to tell you how long duration that they listened. If they hung up, it's going to tell you, um, if you got one that leaves a message and they don't leave a message, then, you kind of begin to know that that prospect may not have been the one that was interested because they didn't leave a message in that particular voicemail that you said you asked them to. So, there's a lot of uses that you can use this for, not only just marketing for prospects, but for, training your team, building the team, providing support, using a voice center as well as a voice box. So this also, again, is going to have, after these instructions, it's going to have this header. And so in this voice center area, again, when you click on messages and so forth, then you'll get that. Now, another technique is using your own free conference call. You can simply go to Google and just type in free conference call, and you're going to come up with a bunch of different ones: free conference call pro, free conference, so it doesn't matter. But this is going to set you apart. This is going to establish a persona as a leader when you have your own conference call line. And when you want to set an appointment with someone to meet with your upline or meet with a leader, and you say, we'll just get on my conference call line. Okay, that, most people don't do that. They just three-way someone in. And the reason that also want to do a conference call line, and this is another trick. Let's say someone wants to meet with me, and someone wants to introduce their leader to me. I'm going to give them my conference call line for us to meet on, because once again, with the features of this, when people can either call in or so forth, I'm also going to have access with a report of every single person's phone number that dialed in and how long that they were in there. I can also review real time while people are on the call who's on the call and what number they're calling from, and I can control it, and I can mute out calls and have all these controls. But this is another way that you can get phone numbers, people who are interested. So I'm going to just go back again. So imagine if you were having a Facebook group, and if you were even in a Facebook group or somewhere else, and there's 11,000 people, and you advertise your simple voicemail box for information. Hey guys, I recorded last night's call if you would like to listen to it. And these people begin to dial in and listen to that particular message to get information about, whatever that particular product or company is, or new launch, whatever it is. Now you're able to, follow up with those people, introduce yourself, hey, it's John, I created the voicemail message. I'm a marketer. I teach people how to market, blah, 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 and whatever type of message you want to leave. Or if it's, if it's a page that you made and you're just trying to convert some of the leads. And then what's going to happen, remember, the best way to connect with someone and really leverage with Opportunity Launch is, even if you're hosting a company page and you're getting people who are calling in, listening to the number or so forth, you may just begin to put those in your pocket for a later time. Then if something happens with the launch or the pre-launch, you're going to have a lot more people's numbers to call that listen to your recording all during this launch. I love long pre-launches. Long pre-launches with people trying to figure out information, and with companies that aren't ready to disclose what their product is. They don't want to disclose what their comp plan is, but boy, they want a conference call every single week. I'm going to record it, and guess what? I'm only going to advertise my conference call number. Now, another trick that I have done is have people call my conference call number and bridge into the conference call number of the company. So they're on a conference call. Why? Because I'm getting all of their numbers calling into mine. So if it's something that's happening live, and I want to get the buzz of people, and sometimes you can say, hey, especially if you have a company that their lines keep getting full to capacity and a lot of people can't get in, you can be out there offering an alternate number for people to call in case you can't get into the main number. And again, you take this number and you use this number, out in cyberspace, and you put your voicemail box for more information about the number. And when you put those things out there, let me go out here again. Let's try another place. You can do True Vision, True Vision presentation. And when you go to True Vision presentation, and you see these videos, what you're able to do is imagine if you put in these videos, your voicemail number, for a conference call, they don't know that it's not the current conference call, or that it's not the conference call that's, given out each week. So if you're using any particular video from the company or so forth, this is a way that you can be generating leads for life with a free voicemail number of people that are just calling in. And you did it 3 months ago, and all of a sudden they have some super announcement, they have some new product, and it's creating another buzz. And you've got a video out there, and on that video, I'm going to just pick somebody's here. I think we messed with her. So you've got some video out there. She's got 5,000 views here, and almost close to a year. And down here, you're going to have that view the conference call number, and you could be getting leads from that on a continuous basis. Hey, True Vision Health, that's a company I was looking at. A couple of, they call, they listen to the recording. The recording might be dated or whatever, it doesn't matter. As soon as they dialed it, you have their number. You're going to get an email notification. And again, you can go set up as many of these voice boxes for different companies as you want. You just need to use a different email. And so with emails, what you want to do is, if you have a domain name, you can get something which is called, your own email extension and make what's called a catch-all email address. And a catch-all email address is going to allow you to have any extension. So I can put, Mark or True Vision at markdomain.com. And, I can have Videcom at Mark Domain, Vinity at Mark Domain. So I got all these different email extensions that I can make a different simple voice box for, if I choose to, and go out and just put a video out there about, new company launch, so forth, new product launch, this company, established company, listen to this company, and I just go grab their information and just do 2 companies a week. Doesn't take a lot of time to go find somebody marketing this that will be happy to get you on a conference call, be happy to give you the phone number for the conference call for you to then go get the marketing material you need to keep out there and be out there publicly. Uh, there are This is where you just start establishing yourself to always have an incoming influx of new people, for different reasons all the time, by putting information out there permanently with tools that are going to work for you. So you could possibly put the number. Sometimes I put a phone number even right in the title of different things, and make them stand out. So you can put things out there permanently, having people calling, getting the notifications, and getting leads and following up with those people, telling them, hey, it was a company you investigated, but um, I hadn't looked at doing anything with it. You don't mind me asking, how did you hear about the company? Was there something new? Get back up to date. See what is it? Why was that person looking for it now? Then just start asking them questions. Is there any other business you're doing now in the future? And then this is where you can begin to offer support and help to them. They're already impressed that you have their phone number and that you were able to follow up with them. And they're like, how did you do that? And this is where you can say, oh, I'll show you this. I can show you these things for free. Start giving them information. Give them information. Don't hold information. Give value to people. Don't be a person that doesn't want to share your secrets. Don't hold hostage information. Trying to force someone, well, if you get on my team, then these are the things I teach you. That doesn't work. People don't like that. That doesn't have a right spirit to it. Nobody likes to be closed, but people like working with friendly people. And if you tell them exactly what you did and how you did it and how you got their phone number and what you do and the trainings that you have that are available, that can, I don't know if you're going to do, True Vision or not. That's not my business, but whatever you're doing, I can certainly help you learn how to market it so that you can generate leads too. Won't cost anything. I can, hey, give me your email. I'll send you some information. Here comes the capture page and the webinar capture page and the training capture page, inviting them to register and become a part of your particular back office system. Then they show up in your lead. And if you had a good conversation, you already got their phone number. They're going to provide you with their email, and because you send it to them. Now you just may get some information or Skype, but now you've got someone in your database to build a relationship with over time, to where they may look to then click on sponsor opportunity and go look at your primary business, connect with you, look at your YouTube, connect with you on Facebook, and start growing your list that way wherever you want to send them. But this is, again, a way that you can leverage the tools, training, the system, and when you're speaking to someone, you that you talk to, you just provide value and impress upon them, the uniqueness of how you got their phone number. Now, we give you another trick here on how you can have, a good sizzle message. Maybe you're a person that you don't feel like um, you have that good a voice and you don't want to record. Well, one thing is sometimes you can ask your sponsor or someone else in the company that does voiceovers for the company. Ask them if they have a recording, that they can send you, so that you can actually just upload it into the voice centers and the voice boxes, and see if they can do that, or give you that so that you can do that. Then you can just go to your simple voice box, and believe through the top there, um, with messages, is where you would be able to go and upload that particular voicemail recording for people to hear. Now, let's say that you are not real savvy. I'm going to go back and do at doing that. Well, here's one other thing that you can do. I'm going to try to go to the company channel. So this is True Vision's official. And I'll go, it doesn't look like the same company at all. Don't know what these guys are going to say, so let me back away here. I told you I keep getting... Okay. I just having all the problems in the world here. All right. So we've got a compensation plan here. Now, you got this, you had subtitles here, and some other information here, and more. So this particular Temple Wireless compensation plan here in January, when you go down here and hit more, then you have this transcript. Now, this is also another secret tip for bloggers, that if you're looking for something to type or write and you don't know what to say, if you just go grab the transcript of what is said from the video, then typically this information that's said verbatim is nowhere on the internet. So, no one's got these exact words, because these were the words that were spoken. So you've got the timeline there. So what you've got to do is, you've got to copy all of it, and somebody who's maybe more savvy than me can call me with a secret, but then you've got to paste it. And so you do have all these numbers here, that you will have to eliminate. But now I've got verbiage that is basically company approved, legally approved, obviously, for every word that is said about the compensation plan and how they earn. So I'm able to read through it, understand it, and if I want to, for those who are using our spinners, you can spin this content and make it into an article, or this can be what you can take and make your own script out of just pieces of what you want to say, so you can do this for your own company. Go find your company, go find video, see if you see that closed caption there. It's most likely that they're going to have the transcript of whatever is said on that video. And so just depending on how they upload it, you're going to be able to do that with most videos. Now, so for writing, now, if you want to, if you're a person that's comfortable writing your own script, now you could go actually say, do the presentation yourself, you can actually take this particular voiceover and you can actually make it into, um, your own type of PowerPoint presentation, do your own voiceover on it. These are different skill levels, different things I'm sharing with people. But then you can record this yourself and put it as the voiceover, which is going to make you stand out even more when someone calls and they listen to you give a presentation in your voice and then you dial that number back. They're going to recognize you. All right. It's going to be even stronger than if they heard, say a woman's voice and then you're calling them and they don't recognize you and you've got to introduce and you listen to one of my recordings about, okay. But if they listen to the same woman's voice as the same woman that calls them, all right, there's a lot more credibility to those who want to really step out and do that. Now, if that's just not you, that's just not you. But what you can do, if you're not able to find anybody else to do a voicemail recording for you or anything like that, you're able to take these words, at least for what they are. I'm not sure how many there are. You can, I think you can put it into maybe Microsoft Word, and up here you can do a word count. Um, if you don't have that, I believe you can come to Google and just type in word counter tool. As you see, I've done that before. And so word counter tool. And then you just copy and paste it over there. And okay, well, this is a good one. It tells you how many times a word is said at the same time. So that can be good for blogging so you're not using the same words all the time. So anyway, this one it counts characters. So you got your characters with spaces and all those types of things, but actual words about 3,000. So you may want to cut that down, and a lot of them are the same words. So anyway, a lot of tools out there that can help you change that. Now, what can you do? For those of you who've never heard of Fiverr, Fiverr has become pretty popular. This is a place where you can have professionals do things for you for starting out as low as $5. Now, these are people who are looking to earn money doing things for people. And so you can see you have video, animation, music, and so forth. You can, have pretty much anything that you want done, you can find here. You can simply search for it over here. So this is called a voice over. And so for voiceover, you just type in voiceover and you're going to find people here that will do a voiceover for $5, and they will have different amount of words criteria. So it'll be $5 for like 300 words or something. So let me go ahead and just see this guy, see if this criteria is there. And you just sign up for a member. You can see their rate. So 99% rating, 3 hours for this particular person. So here he's got the list. So this is where you would, for some people, you would want to trim them down. And so 101 words, so 400 words, he would be looking at 5 gigs. So that would be $25 to do 400 words. And it's actually a lot. This video right here that I looked at just to share with you. Where did it go? This is a 15-minute video, and so that may not, be as long as you need it, but certainly for a 5-minute video that can, be around 400 words or less, just depending on that. So that's his price. You can find some people that will do it by the amount of time. Sometimes they'll even translate a video for you. So this guy, see, he's $5 for every 150 words. So 5 times 150. So you're looking at 700 words, 750 words that he'll do for $25, which is a lot more words than for a first-time buyer. He'll give you 50 words more for free. So you're going to find some people are extremely affordable, just based on where they live. So let's say you can't find a transcript. So then there's the thing called transcribing. So we got a 15-minute video over there. So this person right here, she will transcribe 10 minutes of an audio. That means if you could not find these words, this person here will actually go and transcribe it for 10 minutes. So 20 minutes would be $10 for them to get all those words for you. So she could probably negotiate and be, $7.50. That is a very powerful tool in a way for you to get information which may be on a company video. Maybe you go to the company's home page of Tempo and they don't have a YouTube there. They just have a regular video player on there. So this is where you can go to Fiverr and hire somebody here. These are all, here we go, 30 minutes. 30 minutes of audio for $5. And they will transcribe and write that. And these people do good. This is how they are, finding a way to meet ends meet. So a lot of the times these people are very educated, they're international, and again, they're trying to get a good rating. They don't want a bad rating because that will stop them from getting money. So these people are not interested in robbing you for $5, okay? You're gonna find good works here. Everybody may not do the quality of work that you like with, some of the other more complicated types of things that you want people to do because people have different tastes, but I'm just saying that people are here. Here's 20 minutes that she'll transcribe a 20-minute audio or video. So you could take the conference call from the company, record that, the guy who gives the voiceover on the conference call, who doesn't have a recording of it, record it yourself, go have somebody transcribe it, and then go have somebody do a voiceover on it. All right, now you've got your own unique presentation. Put your logo on it, put your domain on it, and so forth. Go out there, put it out there on the search engines, and you'll have people connecting with your content. It's got your simple voice box number on it that's bringing people to you. So it's not, very expensive, but, if it's your primary company, making yourself stand out and creating something that can create some leads for you in a very unique way can definitely be worth it. So we're talking, $25, $30 at the most to get some material and information that you can begin to advertise in a very unique way, without even having to use your own voice and attract people to you from companies that you may be in or may not be in. So again, the whole purpose of all of these things, all of this information, if you really want to make yourself a person of value, standing out to people, however you connect with people, always leave them with some value. Always offer them some type of help or support. Even if you're not interested in their business, provide them with some information. Call them back and say, listen, you sent me a voicemail, or you sent me to the company conference call last night, and so forth. Is that your conference call line? No, it's not. Do you have one? No, I don't. Well, listen, what I would suggest in the future, one thing that we teach our team and our people to do is to have your own recorded line of the call like you sent me to. So that way, when someone calls it, you know that they listen to it. How do you do that? This is how you begin to turn the corner from a person who's pitching you from a business, and even by you professionally, kindly turning them down, can still turn them into someone you're networking with, because you just start sharing with them a better way for them to market. And you will find that that person will, they still would like to sign you up and like to sign you up even more now. They'll want to send you some product for free. They'll, you may be talking to the right person who they have a deal with the company that they can send out packages from the company. You're going to find yourself in a different posture with people when you begin to not only market a certain way that impresses people, surprises people, when they just called out of the blue on Craigslist in the middle of the night and wanted to just check out something, and you're the guy and you're the girl calling them back the next day saying, hey, you called my voice number about such and such company. Oh yeah, okay. And you never know where that leads, and then they're impressed, and then you're sharing with them how you did it when you find out that they're in the industry and what they're doing. And then you're saying, if you'd like, some help and support, I've got a free training system that can help you. I don't know if we'll do business with this company together or not, but no matter what you do, at least it'll be some ways that can help you market, your other, coffee deal. Opportunity Launch is there to bridge the gap of competition. It doesn't have to be mine's better than yours. Mine's has whatever. You're trying to develop relationships with people across the industry. And Opportunity Launch helps you utilize tools and resources to bridge the gap. And like I said, offer value, offer support to people to help them do what they're trying to do. Don't send this person your business. Don't send them another pitch or another deal. If they have come in and they were searching for um, one company and you've switched to another company, before you try to ram down another company to them and just flip them over to something else. But I was doing this, but I found something better and it actually pays you more and it actually is a better product. No, switch the conversation. You're marketing other things, you'd be happy to share with them, but let me know about a little bit about you. What is it, that you do online? What had you looking at this company? Have some delayed gratification, as they say. Have some patience and realize that you know is going to give you a better opportunity for that person to work with you and receive something from you. The psychology of a person receiving something from you mentally makes that person want to give back to you, especially when it's something that ends up in value, when they thank you for it. So if you can turn the corner from someone calling about a business that you were just marketing or that you're not in anymore, but you put the marketing out there that got that person's phone number, provide something to them. So hopefully that helps you again to learn, really how to put the tools together with Opportunity Launch, with ways that you can market and eventually bringing people closer to you and bringing them in your business, guys. All right, we'll see you on the next training call.